All right, let's try this again. All right, we are live. If let's see if we can get any guests on, so like that I can know that we're recording. I can't. So yeah, we're recording, and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live, and I am so glad to have you guys on here, and I am really ecstatic about Moy, since you're on, let me know. Comment on this thing if we got disconnected. Hi, what's up, Dr. Lambden? How you doing? We were having some technical difficulties, but we're rolling now. Let's talk about purpose, y'all. So, purpose to me is one of the most important things that as an OT you can basically find, because without purpose, you're going to be just basically lost. If you don't know what your purpose is, you don't even know why then you're going to be applying to OT school. I'll share a little bit about myself. When I was applying to OT school and considering the occupational therapy profession, I knew that it was for me. And I knew that it was my calling, because when I went to a conference during, like, even before my pre-OT prerequisite years, I went to a conference, and oddly enough, they had us write a life mission statement. And what's up, Javier? Welcome. And on the life mission statement, I literally wrote that I want to live life to the fullest and help others do the same. I had no real clue what OT was, and I just basically, through a friend, found out about the profession, and when I look it up, I see that that was the same exact motto for the American Occupational Therapy Association. So, that I obviously got excited, and I was like, oh my gosh, could this be the profession for me? Could it be that I have found my calling? And and it turns out that it was the best decision that I ever made. And I am very glad to this day that I chose it. And so it has to start from within, essentially. And if you don't have that feeling yet, and you're kind of like on the fence, I want to encourage you to message me or talk to any other OTs. Put a message up there, because we do have some practitioners on there already. And just like, look, I'm not sure if OT is for me. I encourage you to do so, because we can help you with that question. Because it is better if you start tackling that question now as a pre-occupational therapy student versus you getting into OT school and investing so much money in education, and then you find out that it is not the right profession for you. And what's going on, Michelle? Nice to see you on here. Thank you for joining. And so, yeah, I encourage you to use this resource to even ask yourself that and start figuring out your why. And that's also what I wanted to talk about, is starting with why. Some of you who are on YouTube and social media may have heard of this motivational speaker. His name is Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek actually has a book called Start With Why, and you can find his YouTube videos on what it means to start with why and finding your purpose. And the reason why I think that's so important is because when you start with why, you're going to see that everything is going to fall into place. The majority of pre-occupational therapy students, and just people in general, I have this here for you. I don't know, like Javier, Moise, Michelle, anyone, is that like visible there? Or is it backwards? I can't really tell, but at least you guys can make it out. So the middle circle, it says why. The very inner circle, the middle circle says how. All right, awesome. Thank you, Dr. Lambden. So yeah, if you start with why, everything is going to start falling into place, because you're going to have that desire and you're working from within to outwards. People don't buy when it comes to even marketing yourself to these programs, people don't buy what you do or even how you do it. They buy why it is that you do it, and that's what leads them to be successful. Because when you look at you can bring to the table, that is your GPA. Maybe you have a 3.7, 3.9. That's not what's going to make you different from the rest of from the other candidates that have the same GPA as you. And the how you got there is not going to be very different either than from the other students that are working toward the same goal. Now, you start working from why. Like, why am I pursuing this? Why is it that I want to be an occupational therapist? You're going to find out how is it that you can do this well. And you're going to start getting the what. Because that's also another reason why in a lot of occupational therapy programs and grad programs, you'll see that students actually tend to perform better than they did as undergraduates. And a lot of the times, that's because they are working toward a profession that they care about. Those programs have found the students that are passionate about the profession, that they have an understanding of the program itself, and they understand what it means to be an occupational therapist, and that will develop even more as you go throughout your OT schooling, and you'll develop the skills and the personal development necessary to become a competent clinician. But I basically encourage you that if you start with why you're doing this, you're going to see that things are basically going to fall into place. If you get so caught up on the GPA and that the GRE score and that I need this many hours, which I'm not saying is not important, you need those. You obviously do to try to, put your best foot forward in the application pool. But I bring that up because someone who shows and demonstrates that passion and understands why they want to do it and can maybe have a 3.3 versus someone that doesn't show a good understanding about why they're doing something and they maybe have a 3.8, it's gonna show. And when it comes to maybe the interviews, it's gonna be reflected, and they'll even take the person with the 3.3 versus the 3.8 because the person with the 3.3 was working from within and working working on their why all along. So I want to leave you with that. And so basically start from within and start thinking about why it is that you want to do this. Think about how it is that you want to impact lives. Start thinking about the changes that you want to bring even to the programs that you are applying to, and how you can add value to the programs that you are applying to, because that's going to just set you apart from others. And so with that said, as you continue to work on yourself and your personal beliefs about the profession and why you want to do this, people are going to buy into you. The programs are going to buy into you. And that's the whole point. And as they buy into you, that's obviously going to give you the opportunity to get into the programs that you're looking for and applying to, and will set you up and give you the resources that you need to reach your goals. And it's going to make you a better clinician, because earlier today I posted a video of a young woman. She basically started a dance group for people with wheelchair, like that are are disabled and are wheelchair bound, and these young girls are now able to participate in dancing because of her. She found her why. She found her purpose. And as OTs, there's just so much that we can do. And so she started from within, and that's just a perfect example of how it all started. And I also want to encourage you, because as you look within, you're going to see not only your mindset change, and you're going to just become a better person. You're going to become a better clinician, a better student, because this is the year for change. Once you start changing your mindset, once you start changing your heart and how you view the world and your perspective on things, you're going to see that things are going to start changing for you. And that's what 2019 is all about. This is the year for change. This is the year that you let go of all the things that you were doing last year that didn't work for you, and you start applying a new way of thinking. So I hope that you have found this video useful in some way, shape, or form. And if you think that it has, please share it with your friends. 2019, that's right. So yeah, let's make this a year of newness and just looking from within so we can accomplish the things that we want to accomplish this year. And as we do that, we'll see things fall into place. I hope that this helps, and I'll see you guys next week, and keep it real, y'all. Bye.